This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
And now back to the continuation of the story from a few minutes ago. You're on the Best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Is there anybody out there who was the total school bully? I want to talk to a bully.
A former
bully.
In depth with a bully.
Yeah, somebody. Are you in touch with your inner bully?
What kind of school did you go to? Did you go to an all-white school? Were you in a little...
Yeah, it was all white.
They weren't doing the busing thing in your...
No, it was in the suburbs. Good school, public school.
See, I went to school in the hood.
2,200 people.
You went to school in the hood?
I went to school in the hood because of busing. Mm-hmm. So they would take, one neighborhood and stick you over here, one over there. I don't know what that was all about. Corpus Christi, they do whatever they want.
So were they busing? What was the ethnic?
I mean, I was
makeup
probably 10% black, 80% Mexican, and 1% Barnes.
So
and there was 9% of a mix. It was a total just gangs and cutting.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was brutal. And this was in, what was I in junior high? It was in 81.
Did they ever try to mess with you?
No, they really didn't. Because I never really... I never walked around with like this unconfident thing. You know what I mean?
But you had, in other words, you walked around with an air of confidence.
Yeah, well, you get a little bit of respect when you're playing football and stuff like that with those guys. So there's not really.
You gotta learn to be tough.
Well, it's not that; it's survival.
Okay.
When you go to school, and that was then. Think about it now.
No, forget about it.
And how much worse and how much how much tougher it is to try and go to school in a school like that.
No, that's got to be very tough.
But then you make a lot of friends with some of those guys, so the other guys don't really bother you because you're friends with the guys on the football team or the baseball team or whatever.
I mean, I've only been in one fight in my life. I think I punched two people, but like one fight in my whole life.
See, back in high school,
Steve Rubenstein, for the record, yeah.
It's all Jewish people that are fighting.
Well, there were a lot
of fighting.
Well, no, because where I grew up was mostly Jewish.
Don't fight your people.
Jew on Jew crime. It's the worst. It's the most brutal. It's the most vicious.
Todd wants to add something.
Todd?
Were you a bully, Todd?
Well, you were too high to even know what was going on.
I was too high in high school. but back before that, I think it was 6th grade, I beat this kid up. I chased him around the school after school, and it was awful. I chased him to his house, and his mom was out in the front yard washing her car.
You beat her up too?
No, but she was like, y'all go ahead and fight, and I was on top of this kid, hitting him.
Y'all go ahead and fight?
Get up.
She commissioned the fight?
She was yelling at her son because he was getting beat.
Do you want to call and apologize to him?
I went over there later that day and apologized to him.
What was your big move? What did you finish him off with?
A fist to the back of the skull. This really doesn't do anything.
It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. Let's go out and find a beer and a fist fight, huh? Come on.
Hey, were you a bully?
Yeah, I was a bully.
Yeah, what was your deal?
I was just picked on like the little skinnier kids in me.
You like to pick on people?
I used to when I was in high school.
How come?
Made people scared of you, didn't want to talk to you.
What?
But the girls liked it.
No, did it make you feel better? Oh, the girls liked it because you were a bully?
The girls liked it. They liked to talk to you.
So, like, you would find, like, a guy, like, explain, like, how you would go pick on somebody.
You just see a little kid coming around the corner like a little freshman or something. Just walk up to him, pick on him, slap him in the back of the head.
Spit on the back of their head.
Oh, yeah.
And then was there did you have an epiphany at some point later as you were growing up? Did you think, what the hell am I doing what is this? What do I need to do this for?
I had an epiphany my senior year when I picked on a kid, and he turned around and beat the hell out of me.
Oh,
changed
yeah.
it all.
You got some little nerdball who was like a triple black belt.
Uh-huh.
I really did. The kid turned around and still remember his name was Jeremy Coxwell. Turned around and wailed on me.
He wailed on you.
So, do you feel bad now about all the other things you did?
Yeah, I guess, because I put a lot of kids through hell.
See, these days, though, you're a bully, and the kid comes back with a gun. That's
Yeah.
what's different about back then.
I give you Columbine.
Yeah, back then it was just a fight. Everyone surrounded you in
That's
the schoolyard, and you whipped some ass for a few minutes, and everybody ran the other way.
Well, the whole Columbine thing, that's what it all was. It was kids who were picked on, who were pushed too far, and instead, Jimmy Coxwell, he just turned around and beat that guy up. Like Barnes said, now Jimmy Coxwell turns around, he's got a gat.
I wasn't psycho enough to kill somebody there, but then again, if you pick on somebody long enough, they are crazy like that, the people in Columbine.
All right, well,
Them kids took it overboard there.
Thanks for calling.
No problem.
All right. What side were you on? Were you a bully?
Yeah, well, I was a verbal bully.
You were a verbal bully.
Verbal? What are you
Verbal
citing?
bully.
Math quizzes on the guy or what?
Yeah, he would
No.
give them very tough algebra.
You find someone with like an obvious glaring weakness, or maybe not so obvious, and you just pick on it every day until they cry home to their mom. But in this case, it was a girl, and this is more of a karma story because this is a little skinny girl I abused for probably 3 or 4 years in high school.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hold on. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's set this up.
She's probably very hot now, and you're paying the price.
Oh my
Hold
God!
on.
But it's hilarious. I mean, she was skinny, ugly, had this big,
Okay, go ahead.
big
Go ahead.
apparatus.
What happened
What was
now?
her name?
Let's just call her Jill.
Jill.
And Jill, so we go on this date, we got a nice wine date, and we're having a great conversation.
Wait. This was when you bullied her?
No, this is after I sent her home crying to her mom.
No, we have to get that story.
Yeah, let's
gotta
go
go
back.
back.
Go back. Come on. What was the? How did you bully her? What was the?
Well, she had like this braces thing, and it was like a mouthpiece.
Oh,
Huge.
yeah.
It was huge.
Right.
And, well, it was like, cause she had really nice teeth, but they just need to be in the right place. So that probably lasted like 2.5 years she had to wear that thing. And then I went to a different school. And then I saw her like 10 years later, maybe 6 years later. And we went on a date, super nice date. She's super, cultural, and she's a knockout 10. And we're just about to, we're splitting a wine at her place. And, gets kind of tipsy. She breaks down again and starts crying and telling me how bad that was in high school, how she would cry all the time.
So she just wanted to...
I'm like, oh my God, we're perfect for each other. Come on, don't let this happen.
Yeah, we're perfect now. You're getting none.
So that was pretty much.
Oh,
and
It's
then,
like
karma, baby.
What show was it? Where was it? Seinfeld? Where the or was it? No, it was. Remember, it was Friends, where the girl who Chandler used to pick on as a girl, now she's like grown up and she's beautiful and she's like model. So he makes a date with her, and she goes on a date with him, and somehow she lures him into the stall of the restaurant in the bathroom. Like she's gonna have sex with him, and then she runs out with all his clothes. She's like, "That's for all those years you made my life miserable," and left him sitting at the restaurant with no clothes on. I guess I'm the only one to remember that.
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay.
Anyway, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Hang on. We got some good stories here.
You won't believe where this is headed. More after a quick break. This story isn't over. You're on the best of the morning X on 99X.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength.
We go into this hooch searching for Christ knows what.
Regardless if anybody else does it, will you do it?
There's a lot of things that are hurtful and disturbing.
Can't get anybody to talk about it.
Uncovering truth with the heroes who live to tell it.
There's a saying, there's no atheist in a foxhole.
That was the hardest part for you coming home.
Was.
How'd you get through it?
I worked hard.
The Sean Ryan Show.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.